Ring you, Krista. Graeme Kenna.
This is the voicemail of Graeme Kenna from the Legal Department for Adult Services in Bradford Council. Please leave a message and I will get back to you.
After you've finished your message, just hang up. Or to hear more options, please press 1.
Yes, hello, Mr. Kenna. It's Mr. Hussain here. I'm ringing yourself up once again, leaving yourself another daily message like a broken record. Today is Friday, the 17th of May, 2024. It's now been, and the time is around about 10 to 4. And it's now been 283 days that you've kidnapped my brother and are holding him hostage and at ransom in one of your own proxy agent care facilities, which I have rung up today. And I managed to speak to the manager, who it seems quite clear to me has received instructions from yourself in order to facilitate, in order to take instructions from yourself. I mean, quite clearly, Tracy, who I spoke to today, is evident to me that she is part of your joint enterprise and looking to entrap me, because she's saying that I need to go visit her first before I can see my brother. Why would that be the case? I've simply asked to speak to my brother over the telephone. Obviously, I can speak to my brother over the telephone and speak to him. These conditions, these draconian conditions that you've set, effectively, that I can't record anything, it needs to be supervised visits, it needs to be in the presence of somebody who speaks the language. It's very concerning to me, because why am I being denied unfettered access to my own brother when at the same time you're failing to clearly make clear exactly what legal framework you used to abduct my brother from my care and are presently holding him hostage and at ransom in this manner? Is it simply to save you on your £1 million a week care costs? Because now it's for £7 million a week because of the villainy that you've perpetrated. Your refusal to engage with me, your refusal to speak to me, the whole of the local authority will refuse to tell me what legal framework you've used to take my brother is highly alarming and concerning. And it's very disconcerting that the police themselves are equally refusing to speak to me on the telephone and are effectively, kicking the can down the road 9 months later that you're doing some sort of investigation. What investigation are you? What investigation is the police doing? You found nothing, and now you're looking to basically stage further events of entrapment. This is one of the reasons that Tracy is insisting that I go down, make an appointment to go down and speak to her face to face before I can see my brother. Why would that need to be the case? This is quite clearly, she's received instructions from yourself. You've clearly advised her that I will be making contact to see my brother, make an appointment. So she's already received those instructions and attempted to make an appointment with me, when all I've asked her is speak to my brother over the telephone. My sister, who's in Oldham, is also worried sick about our brother. It's been 9 months that you've had him. We have a right to speak to our brother over the telephone. Remember, you were quite insistent as a local authority, wanted to speak to my brother over the telephone. At this moment, at this stage, while there's a police investigation still ongoing, a contrived and manufactured and falsified investigation which is basically being commissioned by yourself, I'm refraining from going to see my brother because I know the fact that you're laying traps for me. This is one of the reasons I refrained from seeing my own mother when you had facilitated an appointment after having unlawfully and illegally abducted her from my care, and after having privately commissioned out and got the High Court justices in the High Court to prostitute themselves to facilitate your request and your services. This is all about you as a local authority refusing to be open and transparent in your handling with refusing to be open and transparent in your dealing with vulnerable members of the public, so you can exploit them and then claim that because of your position of authority and seniority, that you're beyond reproach and beyond any kind of villainy. This is completely ridiculous. It's concerning to me that you have set this scenario and stage up in order to abduct my brother, and now basically getting me to jump through hoops like a little dog. Would you like me to beg to see my brother, and you're going to give me a little crumbs and biscuits? This is pathetic on your part. But we're not children, all right? My brother's not a child or a piece of a piece of meat you can dangle in front of me so to get me to for your compliance. I did note that your High Court justices, the prostituting Mr. Justice Cohen, was also saying, oh, we will look to bring him back into the fold if he behaves himself. And what's my behaviour? All I've done to highlight is your failures in adult social care, the fact that you're killing and murdering people, the fact that you're discriminating against Asians, minority, the fact that you're Islamophobic and we're being targeted for our religious beliefs. These are all things that you would openly deny, but ultimately are doing in order to target and victimize and discriminate against me and my family. So yes, obviously you're looking to what you've got my brother now, and you're going to make me jump through hoops in order to see him. How have you? The first question is, how have you taken my brother from my care? What legal framework did you use? Is this lawful? Because obviously nothing, it seems to me, is lawful. And what you're trying to do, as usual, as you did in over a decade ago when it was my brother Nazim's situation, where you had staged events to frame me for his murder, and he was murdered, and you were hoping to frame me for his murder, which all was an abysmal failure. So this is the situation today. I haven't forgotten what you did at Staveley Berkeley Nursing Home with my brother Nazim. Do you think I've got short-time memory? A decade ago, you were staging events in order to set me up, to frame me for my brother Nazim's murder, that I saw through your badly contrived setup, and I removed myself, and I restricted and remove myself from that situation because I knew what you were trying to do then. I'm once again restricting and removing myself from a situation until I'm satisfied that you're acting openly and transparently and with propriety, rather than acting with villainous, malicious intention to target and frame me. All of a sudden, I rang up Tracy today for the first time, and she's saying I need to go down to make an appointment. Why do I need to go down to see my brother face to face? I can speak to him over the telephone. All right, it's not necessary for me to go down. But obviously, you want to stage events so you know where I am at a particular location, so you can then send your goons, the police, to come and target me once again and make false allegations that I've been aggressive, violent, abusive, so you can then further ban me from going to the care home. What you need now is you need me to go to the care home so you can then create a pretext to ban me. And it's not necessary for me to go to the care home at this moment in time, because I know your strategy. That's what you did last time, 10 years ago at Staveley Berkeley Nursing Home. You found a pretext and a reason and instructed the care home then to ban me from visiting my brother. So all you're really looking to do is set up a situation and stage an event so a pretext can be created for me to be banned from the care home, and that's how you want to proceed. This is the reality of the situation. I don't accept what you're saying. This is completely ridiculous. It's supposed to be an open care home. There's supposed to be no restrictions on my brother having visitors, and yet you're looking to put restrictions in place, particularly for your own benefit and for your own advantage, because you're
approaching the maximum allowed time for recording a message. If you wish to record further, please choose the append option from the menu. If you've finished recording, just hang up. If you don't carry on recording or hang up, your message will be deleted. To listen to your message, press 1. To re-record your message, press 2. To continue recording your message, press 3. If you please record the rest of your message after the tone. When you've finished recording, press the hash key.
Yes, Mr. Kenna, the time is getting once again the better of us. I'm once again trying to explain to you that I won't be going down to the care home because I've clearly received thinly veiled threats from the police that should I go down and should there be anything further, that they will arrest me. So, you can't stage events like this and hope I'm going to fall for them. The police have told me, effectively threatened me, that if I go down to see my brother, they're going to arrest me. Why would they say such things? You need me to go down, and now you're looking to use my brother as bait in order to get me onto a scene where you can then look to ban me from the care home. I'm not going to put myself in such a situation. I advise you to instruct your proxy agents, the care home, to let me and my sister speak to our brother to ensure that he's okay over the telephone.
But you've reached the maximum time available for recording your message. To listen to your message, press 1. To re-record your message, press 2. If you are happy with your message, press 4. To message sent. Goodbye.
They want me on the scene so they can look to entrap me. It's just pure entrapment.